Tonight, an NBC world premiere miniseries thriller. For Jack Breslin, it'll be a murder case like no other.
You're a cop. Figure it out.
Something about this killer will be different. Something the world has never seen.
Whoever cut this guy came from the inside out.
He'll have a world of questions, and a mystery woman will provide the answers.
I will tell you about the deaths, all that I know.
But with that knowledge will come a secret.
You must be from another planet.
I am.
It'll be up to him to make her feel at home.
Well, we sleep in garments that are called pajamas.
She'll have trouble catching on.
I cannot sleep clothes. It would be uncomfortable and unnatural to me.
When she reads his mind,
What?
Why?
Why on earth would two people do something like that with their bodies?
then Jack Breslin will know just how different his life is about to become.
It's my first encounter of the third kind.
Just how different his world is about to become.
This is the first time I've invaded another planet.
When two people, worlds apart, become mankind's last hope
What the hell is this thing?
against an unearthly something.
It's out there.
Something that has a city paralyzed with fear.
Could be anywhere.
Something that only they can stop.
Or anybody.
Something that will grip you for 2 riveting nights.
It's still out there.
A cop over his head. And a woman with a mission. Both know the secret. Now you will find out that something is out there.
Let's take a little ride in a road car from Mazda. I think you're going to be surprised. It's got all the right hardware. No surprise there. Electronic fuel injection, overhead cam engine, 4-wheel independent suspension. It even has the best warranty in its class. Guess what? It's the Mazda 323, a road car that also happens to be today's best value in a small family sedan. I like surprises like this.
He's being really strange today.
Well, they're all strange at 17.
No, I mean strange.
Well, I'm dealing with your changes. Good morning. As best I can. And though I miss the boy, I kind of like the man. So I'm enjoying the debut of that good to the last drop feeling of Maxwell House and you.
You like a little cream and sugar?
No, thanks.
How's the coffee?
It's good. It's really good.
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 Good. That's the good to the last drop feeling of Maxwell House, only Maxwell House. That's the good to the last
Isn't life magnificent?
Maxwell House.
Life has its moments.
Guess what's big? Plump, juicy, and gives post-Raisin Bran its big taste. Stay tuned.
It's the biggest Bob Hope special ever.
Lucille Ball, Jay Leno, Brooke Shields.
In the show that's so special, it took 50 years to make.
When I started at NBC, the Golden Girls were still using training bras.
With over 50 stars.
Al, Kirk Cameron, Shelley Long.
Celebrating Bob's 50 years with NBC.
If I'd known they were going to be around this long, I would have bought them.
Entertaining you and Bob on his 85th birthday.
This is just fabulous.
It's a once-in-a-lifetime special.
Jonathan Winters, Diane Carroll, Don Rickles.
Remembering Bob's greatest moments.
You dance like Fred. A stare? No, Flintstone.
There's no special like it.
Meeting presidents of the United States, driving balls into them and everything.
This guy could have been president of the United States.
Stephanie Kramer, Jimmy Stewart, and Nancy Reagan.
In Bob Hope's 50th NBC Anniversary.
Congratulations, kid.
You're invited to the party in 8 days.
relax. Definitely time for some Wrigley Spearmint gum.
Wrigley Spearmint?
What?
What is Wrigley Spearmint?
Well, it's pure chewing satisfaction.
Pure chewing satisfaction? Need more data, please.
Whoa!
Wrigley Spearmint is cool. And refreshing.
This I gotta see.
Wrigley Spearmint has a mouth-pleasing feeling.
Can't argue with that. Now, what happens if I cross-reference satisfying?
Chewing enjoyment goes on and on.
That computes. So what's your analysis?
Wrigley Spearmint is pure chewing satisfaction.
Yeah. So how come you never talked to me before?
Wrigley Spearmint is pure chewing satisfaction.
When this stomach growls, you can hear it in the next area code. That's when I pick up some Campbell's Chunky.
Nothing takes care of a mean appetite like Campbell's Chunky.
I look for two things in the kitchen, Chunky and high ceilings.
For 1988, Cadillac introduces a new, larger, more powerful V8.
Cadillac Style. Something is out there will continue following these messages. It's an all-new Monday when Alf needs a job.
Exotic dancer. I could do that.
But when the cheers turn to jeers, Alf finds a new career as a paper boy.
Wrong house.
Then it's a special night for my two dads.
Uh-oh.
It's felonious prize, attempted murder, and assault with a deadly weapon.
How do you plead, you guilty little juvenile delinquent?
Monday. Our little town's power plant was fixing to blow when out of the west came a man called Joe. He said, got a new Isuzu to haul that load, which is lucky for you because you're gonna explode. And as he hitched up, he let out a holler. It's got a big new engine, but it's still just $1. Then suddenly, the plant burned like a comet. The last we heard was Joe saying, you have my word on it.
Now with factory incentives, you could save hundreds on the all-new Isuzu pickup.
Worry over the possible outbreak of measles. The story tonight.
Something is Out There continues, starring Joe Cortese and Mariam Davo.
Ford profiles in quality, prevention.
A small imperfection in a part can be overlooked by the human eye. That's why Ford has installed vision machines like this on many of our engine and transmission assembly lines. These machines help detect imperfections before they are assembled in our cars and trucks. At Ford, we believe in prevention.
This profile in quality is one reason Ford Motor Company has designed and built the highest quality American cars and trucks for 7 years running. At Ford, quality is job one.
A 34-year-old man should not get a terrible headache from putting a toy together. I used to take aspirin or Tylenol, but today I take Advil. You see, my doctor told me to try Advil. He said it contains the same medicine as in the prescription brand Motrin. Just one Advil is as effective as 2 regular aspirin. Advil gets rid of my headaches, and it's gentler to my stomach than aspirin. Advil, tablets and caplets. Advanced medicine for pain.
I put them on top, they're already in there.
Strawberry in the middle.
Kellogg strawberry squares.
Strawberry in the middle.
Kellogg strawberry squares. You never have to slice them on top, cause we wrapped whole wheat around the pick of the crop. There's
strawberry in the middle.
Kellogg strawberry squares. If you like them on top, you're gonna love them in there. Kellogg strawberry squares.
And try apple cinnamon squares.
If they could see you now out on a fun ship cruise. You know, last year nearly 500,000 people took vacations on Carnival. So on your next vacation, take a 3, 4, or 7-day cruise on Carnival, the most popular cruise line in the world.
Bread on this, take off that. 36 calories, can't beat that. Give them all a little pat of butter.
Pure natural dairy butter. It has only 36 calories per pat, the same as margarine.
Give them all a little pat of butter.
Something is Out There will continue following these messages.
What
What does a man say who's been silenced for 10 weeks?
Find out Wednesday when Johnny returns to The Tonight Show. New shows, new guests, and all new fun Wednesday.
This is NBC News Digest. Here is Garrick Utley, NBC News.
Good evening. Soviet authorities have crushed a direct challenge to 70 years of communist rule. Delegates had gathered in Moscow to form a democratic political party and test Mikhail Gorbachev's new policy of an open society. But police barged into the meeting today and arrested 60 people. There is a tense standoff at the shipyard in Gdansk, Poland. Solidarity Union members continue their strike in defiance of government orders to return to work. The strikers are demanding that the outlawed union be legalized. In France, Socialist President François Mitterrand is elected to a second 7-year term. The 71-year-old Mitterrand defeated Conservative Prime Minister Jacques Chirac in the runoff by an 8% margin. Mitterrand is the first French president since Charles de Gaulle to get elected twice. Aides to Vice President George Bush deny a New York Times report that he knew before this year that Panama's ruler Manuel Noriega was involved in international drug smuggling, but they confirmed that Bush did know of the Panamanian drug connection back in 1983. A new book by former White House Chief of Staff Donald Regan claims Nancy Reagan relied heavily on astrology to direct her husband's schedule. Regan claims that at times the president became a virtual prisoner in the White House. The White House calls the comments about Nancy Reagan vindictiveness and revenge, an attempt to defame the First Lady on Mother's Day. I'm Garrick Utley, NBC News in New York.
For everyone who loves meat and loves pizza, Pizza Hut introduces our new Meat Lovers Pizza. It's loaded with 6 delicious meats and a blend of cheeses. If it sounds like your kind of pizza, come in and try it soon. Only at Pizza Hut.
No, yes.
Yeah. Harry, Kalamazoo Tuesday, I can do that. Memphis Wednesday, I can do that. New York Thursday, I can do that. How am I going to do that?
No matter where you do business, Northwest can fly you from Harrisburg.
They're going to California for the weekend.
It's a frequent flyer thing. 40,000 miles and they both fly free.
I've got 40,000 miles. We're going to the mall.
Some airlines make you fly nearly 40,000 miles for one free trip. On Northwest, you get 2.
This is WGAL-TV, Channel 8, your station for the 88 Summer Olympic Games.
Something Is Out There continues, starring Joe Cortese and Mariam Dabo.
You're looking down the barrel of the biggest news in beer since they put it in cans. Say hello to new Extra Gold Draft. A full tilt taste with something extra that only one great draft beer can deliver. If you like to drink beer, I mean really like to drink beer, this one's gonna turn your head around. The name is Extra Gold Draft. It's the biggest taste that's happened to beer since they put it in cans.
Drifting apart, no time together. Swore we would last as long as forever. Hold this moment, make it last. Before the present comes to pass, make time stand still.
In a world where time waits for no one, you can stop it and hold it with the Polaroid Spectra system.
Make time stand still.
What do you mean, oh, you say?
Look at this mess.
Well, that's the way the cookie crumbles.
How can you eat this?
'Cause I'm hungry.
Here, try these.
Little Debbie, cute.
Little Debbie's are individually wrapped so they stay fresh.
Oatmeal cream pie.
Little Debbie has a snack for you.
Neat. Toss me another one.
What do you say?
Please, you're driving me crazy.
All right, one more, but after dinner.
In the 8,000-mile One Lap of America rally, the same dependable Yugo you rely on every day beat 40 competitors, including Honda, Nissan, Porsche, even Jeep. Yugo, the toughest, most dependable cars a little money can buy.
Hey, nobody beats Midas, especially for foreign car brakes and mufflers. He came here because our price was a lot better than his car dealers, and because of our Midas guarantee. Nobody beats Midas. Nobody.
She's got a walk that's set to music, so sexy, silky, smooth. She's a no-nonsense kind of woman. You gotta watch her every move.
No Nonsense Sharon Silky has the same silky look and feel of some department store pantyhose at nowhere near the price.
Her legs steal the show, but it's never an act. And if you whistle at her, she might whistle back. No nonsense. Well, if the attitude fits where it's...
The reliable Nissan Sentra is loaded with the kind of human engineering people want. And for a limited time, Sentras come equipped with an added feature everybody wants: cash. Right now, you can get $500 cash back from Nissan on Sentra 2-doors, 4-doors, hatchbacks, wagons, and sport coupes. All you have to do is decide which Sentra you want.
Raisin AC. Clearly best for allergy eyes.
Odious, contemptible, deplorable. I'm speaking of offending in the personal grooming arena. Something I would, of course, consider quite beyond the pale. So I give you the new Red Guard Sport Stick, antiperspirant and deodorant. When one needs to seek maximum protection and a fresh new scent, one should grab oneself one of these Red Guard Sport Sticks, because one would hate to be considered malodorous by one's chums. Now, wouldn't one? New Red Guard Sport Sticks from Gillette. Anything less would be uncivilized.
Clinical tests show that none of the leading antiseptics, not one of them, helps cuts heal as fast as the #1 doctor-recommended first aid treatment. Neosporin. For faster healing, it's the one.
How can you tell which cereal has less sugar than all of these? It's unthinkable.
Not a lot of sugar to weigh down those.
Cheerios has less sugar than Kellogg's Frosted Flakes, Raisin Bran, even Rice Krispies and Corn Flakes.
Unthinkable Cheerios.
Something is out there. We'll continue following these messages.
Tuesday, it's the ultimate showdown.
I'm gonna kill him. Torello dies.
Crime Story. The totally unexpected season finale, Tuesday.
It's the weed stampede. We're done for. It's Roundup.
Roundup, grass and weed killer. Roundup kills weeds, roots and all, in driveway and sidewalk cracks, patios, railroad ties, any place you don't want weeds. You'll even head them off at the mulch. Nothing kills weeds better than Roundup. Stop your weed stampede today. Roundup, ready to use and concentrate.
Honey, the water's terrific.
Am I glad Meridian suggested opening this money market account?
Hi, Meridian Bank.
Our line of credit looks great.
Hey, Meridian Bank.
Meridian CDs. Love them.
That was the office Meridian called.
And?
It's ours.
So we have to go back?
Well, since now we own the office, we'll go back next week.
Professionals with the personal touch. Hi, Meridian Bank.
Some of the hottest men in music tomorrow at 5:30 on Entertainment Tonight. Now, a NewsCenter 8 Digest with Karen Jennings.
Hello
on the Late Report tonight, some local Amish families are grappling with a difficult decision in an effort to stop the spread of a disease. We'll hear from some health experts who say osteoporosis isn't just a woman's problem anymore, and from some watchdogs who are trying to keep you from getting ripped off. A local union is voting on whether to end its 6-month-old strikes. We'll have the results of that. The Bears' shot at the Calder Cup Finals tonight.
Arby's Chicken Challenge. Take just one bite from Arby's delicious chicken sandwich. If you're not completely satisfied, you'll get your money back. Guaranteed. Arby's, taste the difference.
Something Is Out There continues, starring Joe Cortese and Mariam Dabo.
Every day, Jack Taylor and Joe Donovan take the same road home. But today, they went a little out of their way.
Give you a hand.
Here's to you, the clean, crisp taste of Beechwood-aged Budweiser.
This bird's
For all the guys who go out of their way.
This bird's for you.
On the other hand, I want to point out to you... I can't...
Democrats and Republicans have seldom agreed on anything.
Wrong!
Until now.
After you.
No, I insist after you.
No, really.
Both parties selected Delta as the official airline at the Democratic and Republican national conventions because Delta flies more people, more places than ever before, whether you're Democrat, Republican, or undecided.
Peanuts, anyone?
The shredded wheat nutrition in Kellogg's Mini Wheats helps me win the race. But the kid in me thinks the tasty side takes first place.
The data shows the shredded wheat is very good for me, but the kid in me finds the frosted side a delicious discovery.
Kellogg's Frosted Mini Wheats. Shredded wheat nutrition you want as a grown-up. Delicious frosting the kid in you just won't give up.
The nutrition in Kellogg's Mini Wheats deserves a spotlight, but the kid in me thinks the delicious frosting is really out of sight.
This is where I live, the island of Maui in Hawaii. That's the road to Hana. It's only 30 miles long, but driving it takes forever. I'm John Romaine. When we were working on my house, my Suzuki and I had to drive this road back and forth 300 times, loaded and unloaded. You know what? My Suzuki never let me down, not even once. Did such a good job, I gave it a couple days off. And then we hit the road again. And that's a true story.
15 years ago, she was brutally murdered. They called her the Lady in the Lake. Now she's gonna have some company.
Sarah, take the wheel.
Her wealthy twin sister disappears on the same lake, and her husband's accused of her murder.
They killed her.
I'm positive.
You killed her for the money?
And the one man who can save him
I don't think I believe that history repeats itself.
must face a bloodthirsty town to spring his most shocking courtroom surprise.
I'd be happy to explain it.
Perry Mason, the case of the Lady in the Lake, in 1 week. They have the technology and firepower.
These guys aren't score blueprints anymore. They're into high-tech weapons and bombs.
They are cunning and ruthless. They are the enemy. They're playing for keeps. And only one group can stop them.
Any preemptive strike must not be traceable to the United States.
The director of The French Connection and Something Is Out There's Joe Cortese bring you the action thriller of the year.
I'm trying to nail a guy who's stealing weapons to South Africa.
In a dog-eat-dog world, you gotta be one bad cat.
Run, I want you to run.
Cat Squad 2 in 15 days.
Wednesday, prejudice. And pride.
Turning from violence does not mean we have to embrace surrender.
Tricks. And treats.
It's not a dream.
Daring.
If you screw up, this time look over your license.
And desperation.
We're not going to fail.
A powerful Wednesday.
Tomorrow, an exclusive appearance by former White House Chief of Staff Donald Regan talking about his many clashes with Nancy Reagan. I'm Tom Brokaw, the story on NBC Nightly News.
Stay tuned for scenes from tomorrow night's exciting conclusion of... Tonight, an NBC world premiere mini-series thriller. For them, the nightmare is not over.
We're gonna go find this thing, okay? Find it before it finds us.
The danger will continue.
It's still out there.
The search will continue.
I've got it.
The secret will be revealed.
Because someone has to know.
And two strangers, worlds apart,
I know how to handle things. Well, excuse me, Miss First Time on a planet Earth.
will grow closer in a world that doesn't understand.
The police are still searching for one of their owned men tonight.
A world held in peril by an unearthly something. But these two different people
Could be anywhere.
of two different worlds
Or anybody.
are mankind's last hope. Now comes the incredible conclusion.
What the hell is this thing?
Of something is out there.
Want to know the secret to the art of baking? The secret is it's not an art, it's a science. With the right tools, careful measuring, and sticking to the recipe, baking can be easy, fast, and inexpensive. Want to know a secret to the art of decorating? Sprinkle powdered sugar through a doily. Beautiful. Now that's art everyone can appreciate.
I put them on top, they're already in there. Strawberry in the middle. Kellogg strawberry squares. Yeah, strawberry in the middle. Kellogg strawberry squares. You never have to slice them on top, cause we wrapped whole wheat around the pick of the crop. There's strawberry in the middle. Kellogg strawberry squares. If you like them on top, you're gonna love them in there. Kellogg strawberry squares.
And try apple cinnamon squares.
You know, this is Walt Disney World. But so is this. And this. Walt Disney World. A vacation within a vacation. It's the world's greatest resort.
This is the year to see the world, Walt Disney World.
Who gives you the Sundance? 47 features, all standard, for less than $8,000.
Plymouth, that too.
Plymouth Sundance, the pride's inside.
Hold hair long, hold hair strong with Bold Hold. New Bold Hold, it's the ultimate power hold. It's wild. Maximum hold for maximum style. Hold hair long, hold hair strong with Bold Hold. New Bold Hold.
Something is out there will continue following these messages.
What does a man say who's been silenced for 10 weeks? Find out Wednesday when Johnny returns to The Tonight Show. New shows, new guests, and all new fun Wednesday.
This is NBC News Digest. Here is Chuck Scarborough, NBC News.
Good evening. A federal jury in Seattle today found Stella Nickel guilty of poisoning a headache capsule with cyanide and killing her husband and another man. It was the nation's first trial for consumer tampering leading to death. Former White House Chief of Staff Donald Regan said tonight that after consulting with an astrologer, Nancy Reagan blanked out so many days in her husband's schedule it became impossible to get the work of the Oval Office completed. Mrs. Reagan reportedly called Regan vindictive, and her aides say she plans to continue seeking the advice of an astrologer. Syrian troops entered Beirut tonight to enforce a truce between warring Shiite militias. Their 4 days of fighting left 88 people dead. Peggy Say heard from a French hostage freed from Lebanon that her brother, reporter Terry Anderson, became so frustrated with the imprisonment that he beat his head against a wall until he bled. Secretary of State George Shultz said today he plans to return to the Middle East next month to persuade Arab and Israeli leaders to agree on an overall peace settlement. In Beijing, historians today attacked the founder of Communist China, Mao Zedong, as an ultra-leftist utopian. They said during the last 20 years of his life, He was divorced from reality. And science fiction writer Robert Heinlein is dead at the age of 80. Among his many accomplishments, he invented the waterbed. I'm Chuck Scarborough in New York. More news later on this NBC station.
NewsCenter 8 brings you more news more often than anyone else in the Susquehanna Valley. Morning. Noon. Early. Evening. Late. Weekends. Committed to keeping you better informed. More news more often from the news leader, NewsCenter 8, the one to count on.
If you do a lot, your car has to do a lot too. Take the imported Pontiac Le Mans. It's got a lot of style, room, and standard equipment. Lots of zip and agility, and a powertrain warranty a lot longer than any on Toyota, Hyundai, and even Honda. And now with $600 cash back for qualified first-time new car buyers, Le Mans can be yours for just $57.99. It's a lot of car for not a lot of money.
If it runs, jumps, throws or slides, catches, passes, crashes or glides, tackles, whistles, hits or grunts, steals, wheels, slams or punts, bounces, trounces, loses, wins, flies, crawls, walks or spins, fakes, breaks, dodges, nets, kicks, scores, dives or sweats. Whew. In short, if it's sports, Jim Stone, Jeff Werner, and Pat Principe have got it covered. You can see it on NewsCenter 8, the one to count on.
The sexiest men on screen on Entertainment Tonight.
Something Is Out There continues, starring Joe Cortese and Miriam Diabo.
Now's the time to buy a home because Century 21 offices are opening doors for you. It's our Century 21 open house weekend.
This weekend, we're opening doors all over the area to homes you can afford.
And Century 21 offices are selling more homes than anyone else.
Now's the time to buy a home. So come on in.
Put number one to wait for you. Century 21.
Call your local Century 21 broker for details of our open house weekend.
Thanks, Mom. I'm so glad Tony loves his Mott's.
Ace, Tony, what you got? I got the Mott's. What do you got?
I got Blob's Turtle.
Give me your break, Ace. This is Mott's Snack Cups. Applesauce. Neat little cup. Fun on the run. Cinnamon. It's good, Ace.
Okay. I got a skateboard here.
What else?
Look for the magic rabbit.
Deal.
Mott's, the best thing that ever happened to a kid's lunchbox.
Yo, Spike, I got the Mott's.
Gosh, it's my first meeting with the chairman. How about this? Oh, it's very, Navy. Something wrong? Okay, you enter the world's largest mahogany-paneled office. You meet the chairman. He says, I've heard good things about you. He thinks, what's with that dandruff? Dandruff? That's my first impression. I shampoo every morning. You could shampoo morning, noon, and night with a regular shampoo. Won't do what this does. Head and Shoulders? You don't have dandruff. Exactly. Head and Shoulders. Because you never get a second chance to make a first impression.
Now, the final chapter, students, in Bosworth's book of etiquette, personal hygiene. How will you separate yourselves from those barbaric hordes that exude a most malodorous air? New Ride Guard Sports Stick from Gillette. Maximum protection and a fresh new scent. A veritable olfactory medley. New Ride Guard Sports Stick. Anything less would be uncivilized. Raise your glasses, gentlemen, to civilization.
Who gives you the Voyager? #1 minivan in owner satisfaction. And now, winner of Family Circle's Family Car of the Year Award.
Plymouth, that's who.
Plymouth Voyager, the pride's inside.
This cold medicine gives you 12 hours of relief and comes highly recommended by pharmacists. But what 12-hour cold medicine do pharmacists recommend even more? Drixoral, the pharmacist's favorite.
of crispy. Crisp that will make you flip. Corn on this side, rice on the flip side, so crisp. You're gonna flip for the crisp of Crispies. It's gonna make you fly when you flip, flip, flip for the crisp of Crispies.
Hey, save some for the party.
I can't help it. This Memorial Day, make the Crispier mix with Crispix. It's crispier.
Listen to your mouth. That's the crunchy texture of a Triscuit. Now that's the delicious whole wheat taste of a Triscuit. Ooh. And that's the unique look of a Triscuit. They're made to take on any topping or no topping at all. Just listen to your mouth. That's the sound of a happy mouth. Triscuit, listen to your mouth.
If you've been waiting and waiting for your allergy medicine to work, it's time to get fast relief. It's time to try New Alleract. New Alleract has triprolidine, proven to give you more relief faster from the cause of allergy symptoms than any antihistamine you can buy. For relief of your sneezing, runny nose, and itchy, watery eyes, the wait is over. Now there's Alleract. More relief, faster.
Many people need to cut down on salt for better health.
Instead of salt, use great-tasting Mrs. Dash with 14 natural herbs and spices. Use Mrs. Dash on every dish for zesty, savory flavor. For better health, instead of salt, try Mrs. Dash.
Bread on this, take off that. 36 calories, can't beat that. Give them all a little pat of butter.
Pure natural dairy butter. It has only 36 calories per pat, the same as margarine.
Give them all a little pat of butter.
Something is out there. We'll continue following these messages.
Including 30 senators who have written an extraordinary letter to Secretary of State Schultz. Here, I'll do it. Okay.
That means that his Southern strategy, although not perfect, worked for him. It moves him on. It means he's not dead.
Straight up, cue Tom. Good evening. Well, what we've been hearing from campaigns and political experts.
Combos, bite-sized food, real fast. The real food you love on the go at last. Outside cracker, inside made with cheese, or pretzel on the outside, if you please. Or just as delicious as another kind. Cracker with real peanut butter inside. Bite-sized food, real fast. Combos, combos.
If mornings move faster than you, then break for breakfast. New Fast Break breakfast at McDonald's. Egg McMuffin sandwich, bacon, egg, and cheese biscuit, or sausage McMuffin with egg. Served with hash browns and coffee, fast as you can say Fast Break 1, Fast Break 2, or Fast Break 3. But get hopping, because a breakfast this fast could only last for a limited time. So don't skip breakfast. Say Fast Break. And that includes your coffee at McDonald's.
Makeovers for the Bride with Jose Bear tomorrow morning at 10 on Our Magazine. Now, a NewsCenter 8 Digest with Keith Martin.
Now, For the Record, Donald Regan's new book, For the Record, is creating sales at bookstores and Sparks in Washington with its insider stories about the Reagan White House. In Hershey, the Bears are about a minute away from going 2 games up in the best-of-7 Calder Cup Finals. We'll have details on news, sports, and weather tonight at 11.
Arby's Chicken Challenge. Take just one bite from Arby's delicious chicken sandwich. If you're not completely satisfied, you'll get your money back. Guaranteed. Arby's, taste the difference.
Out There continues, starring Joe Cortese and Miriam Diabo.
Hello?
How's it going, Dad?
We have bread and insomniac.
Well, what'd you feed her?
Oh, Papa Mia's pizza with anchovies.
David.
I tried strained carrots.
Should've tried candlelight.
I was saving that for the formula. Here, you talk to her.
Lori? Sleep, little Lori. I'll be home.
When the love comes right through, that's AT&T.
Well, looks like you had the right formula.
Reach out and touch someone.
Introducing new Extra Gold. Brewery fresh draft beer that'll get your attention. A full tilt taste with something extra that only one great draft beer can deliver. If you like to drink beer, I mean really like to drink beer, then run, don't walk to your favorite store and ask for new Extra Gold Draft. It's the biggest taste that's happened to beer since they put it in cans.
When I bite into a York peppermint patty, I get the sensation of cold, crisp mountain air against my face as I race towards liftoff in the whole world championship ski jump.
York Peppermint Patty. Get the sensation of York's dark, rich chocolate covering a cool, crisp mint center.
And the crowd roars as he executes a faultless landing.
Lovely, Arthur. You win a silver.
Get the York sensation.
Let's see. Milano for Charlie, Bordeaux for Terrence, and Gladys. Dark chocolate and pecans of Geneva. Pepperidge Farm distinctive cookies inspire fierce loyalty. Everybody thinks their favorite is the best. They're right. Party's not till tomorrow. Tragic era.
What makes Irish Spring this refreshing?
Oh, what a clean, fresh scent. Gentle skin conditioner. What a refreshing thing is showering with Irish Spring.
It's the biggest Bob Hope special ever.
Lucille Ball, Jay Leno, Brooke Shields.
In the show that's so special, it took 50 years to make.
When I started at NBC, the Golden Girls were still using training bras.
With over 50 stars.
Alf, Kirk Cameron, Shelley Long.
Celebrating Bob's 50 years with NBC.
If I'd known they were going to be around this long, I would have bought them.
Entertaining you and Bob on his 85th birthday.
This is just fabulous.
It's a once-in-a-lifetime special.
Jonathan Winters, Diane Carroll, Don Rickles.
Remembering Bob's greatest moments.
You dance like Fred.
Astaire?
No, Flintstone.
There's no special like it.
Meeting presidents of the United States, driving balls into them and everything.
This guy could have been president of the United States.
Stephanie Kramer, Jimmy Stewart, and Nancy Reagan.
In Bob Hope's 50th NBC Anniversary.
Congratulations, kid.
You're invited to the party in 1 week.
Tuesday, it's a big headache, but someone's got to find a killer.
It's a nice day for it, isn't it?
No. If you're searching for an all-star murder mystery.
How about this?
A Matlock movie Tuesday. Tuesday, it's the ultimate showdown.
I'm going to kill him. Torello dies.
Crime Story. The totally unexpected season finale, Tuesday.
From the mountainous Abruzzi region of central Italy comes the inspiration for a hearty beef and pork pasta sauce called Classico d'Abruzzi. And because in Italy pasta sauces differ from region to region, from Naples there's a robust tomato and basil Classico di Napoli. And from Sicily, a zesty ripe olive and mushroom Classico di Sicilia. The regional tastes of Italy brought to America. Classico, authentic regional pasta sauces.
Whose bag is open?
Someone smells in here. Onions.
It's not us.
Why do we always get blamed?
It's the cheese.
The cheese.
She thought my bag was closed.
Oh, how can you tell?
Don't get mad. Get Gladlock. Only Gladlock bags change from yellow and blue to green to seal in freshness. Freshness is locked in.
Now we can tell.
All right, a Gladlock bag. You look good in green.
Are you getting fresh with me?
Don't get mad. Get Gladlock.